What's up, everybody? Welcome to Queer Girl Straight Skates. I'm Rebel. This is
Shove.
And today we are doing a little interview.
We're ripping off Billie Eilish and Vanity Fair.
And talking about 2020. Queer Girl Straight Skates! My name is Rebel Rouser.
Courtney Shove.
Today is December 31st, 2020.
The day is 12/31/2020, New Year's Eve.
I am 29 years old.
I am a week and a day away from being 34 years old.
So my Instagram got disabled the other day, so I had a lot of followers, but now I have 3,960 on my backup Instagram. I had roughly 44,000 on my regular Instagram.
54,600.
I think the most famous person in my phone is probably Estrogen.
That would be, Tess Holiday.
I think the biggest thing to happen in my career is doing the collaboration with Moxie and naming the Rainbow Riders, and then being able to do all the marketing and giving away 10 pairs of skates.
The biggest thing would probably be, something I could bank upon, so that would be the thick set, the pad set with Moxie and 888.
My family is most important to me right now. Shove, my dog.
My mental health, and not like, I'm looking out for my mental health, more like I'm finally going to freaking therapy and ready to take that plunge.
Yes and no. Yeah, I think I'm successful.
I'm not sure if I would say successful. I think I'm forever planting seeds for things to grow. I've succeeded at starting many things, but I don't think I have succeeded at finishing anything yet.
In order to really be successful in the next year, I feel like if I was to continue consistently making YouTube videos and not just making YouTube videos, but really helping and giving back to the community, that would be me being successful.
I guess next year being successful would look like knowing what the hell I'm doing. Being more organized. I don't know. Like, success kind of scares me. Success is a lot. I don't know. Like, I want to be successful, but I guess I have to actually know what I'm trying to succeed at for that to happen.
I get recognized pretty often in public. I think that me and Shove are a very distinct looking pair. And so, yeah, I got recognized the other day on 4th Street, and I got recognized in Michael's. So, pretty often. We don't go outside very often, though, right now, so it's kind of weird. I have gotten recognized by one of my students in a grocery store at 2 a.m. one time. That was fun.
Well, it's hard to say because I can't really go anywhere, but the fact that the few times I have gone out, I've been recognized every time by someone, the odds are pretty high on that. I guess I'm really scared or nervous about when the world opens up. Like, how crazy it's going to be, because at, 10K followers, maybe less, at RollerCon, I know, everyone was coming up and saying, oh my god, it's Shove, blah blah, and that was unbelievable and crazy to be I'm nobody, I'm just this random person that skates and talks a lot and very opinionated, and people are recognizing me, and now I have 5 times the amount of followers, and I can only imagine how many people will recognize me then.
The vaccine for COVID and also the mutated strain of the virus entering Colorado.
COVID. Trump still trying to steal the election. Mutated virus. So vaccine.
The biggest rumor about me is that I am the most famous YouTuber and that I make all sorts of money from skating. And that is just very not true.
The biggest rumor is that me and Rebel are rich. That we're rich and rolling in the dough, and how dare we ever complain about financial stress.
The lowest point of this year for me was when everything went down with Planet Roller Skate, and it was super rough. I had a lot of people coming after me, and yeah, it was not fun.
I guess my first one that comes to thought was this summer when there were call outs being made about like Moxie and estrogen's past and things that were like problematic but called racist at the time. And then for me, knowing estrogen as a personal close friend and standing by them and choosing to stand by Moxie because I know what's in the good of their hearts, and also being a Black queer woman, I know the good in their hearts. Just seeing it and standing by it, and I feel like a big part of the skate community turned against me for choosing my alliances and standing in what I believe in. And even to the point where some other Black skaters told me that I wasn't Black, that I wasn't Black enough, and how dare I take the side. And even if the ones that did believe, like, yeah, you're Black, but you're a traitor, basically. And it really hurt, but I had to listen to my heart and choose what was right, because these are people on the internet that have never met this person, and I know people personally, and I know the good in their heart. And there are people I've met personally that deserved to be dragged, and this was not one. And that was when I took a break, 3-day break off of social media, and I cried a lot, and I hit her really low, and I felt like I couldn't trust anyone in the skate community for a really long time. And I think I'm finally now starting to even go back social media wise the way I was prior to that. But that was probably like my lowest moment.
I think the highest point of the year was when we got a ramp in our backyard.
My highest point was getting a car that wasn't brand new, but was new to me. My first non-hoopty car. It was a former rental car, and I got it from a dealership, and it wasn't falling apart, and it finally was the first time that my dad saw, well, basically I got the car because of making the deal with the pad set, and I was like, I need to get this car because my car is falling apart. And the first thing I did was go to my dad's house. And it was the first time in my life my dad told me he was proud of me. And he said that my mom that passed away would also be proud of me. And my dad cried, and I felt like finally he gets it and respects what I do.
Girl interrupted.
I have too many favorite movies. I can't list just one. Like, we'll go with one that's appropriate for the moment because it's New Year's Eve. 200 Cigarettes. It has Courtney Love in it, who I've named myself after. Dave Chappelle is narrating it, and it has like literally like has so many people in it. So many famous people. Highly recommend it. Everyone should watch it if you haven't. It's hilarious, and it's one of those movies where everyone like knows each other in the end, and Elvis Costello's in it.
My favorite thing to do skate-wise is to go to the skate park early in the morning with my skate friends and just, like spend all day at the skate park. I'm not doing that right now because of COVID, but that is my favorite thing to do skate-wise.
Skate-wise, I love when I find a really good long hill and I can just carve down it and pick up that speed and get a little scared about like, am I gonna die at this moment? One rock will end my life. Just feeling the wind in my face and in my wig and just feeling free for that moment. I feel like everything else in life just goes away. So going downhill is my favorite, or just the right time of day, the perfect weather, just cruising on a beautiful street is also great.
Pink.
Blue.
I feel pressure, I think, a lot from myself. I feel a lot of pressure to be perfect or to achieve some sort of creative masterpiece with everything that I make. I used to feel a lot more pressure from within, and I think that, yeah, like I feel pressure to like create content and to be perfect, and I also feel pressure to just like be a good example and role model, and I struggle with that pressure and balancing like just being myself and feeling free to do whatever I want. Not that like I want to do stuff that wouldn't be good role model-esque, but I think that there's this conception that being a good role model means being PG all the time, and so I struggle with that.
Pressure, always. I feel pressure from Rebel to be the perfect girlfriend, which she doesn't pressure me personally, but I put that personal pressure on myself. I feel pressure to be the perfect influencer. When I say things that people don't agree with, I always get, you're my favorite skater, you were, but you believe in Black Lives Matter. Like, duh. Like, or little things, just feeling like, why am I being, like, pressured to be this perfect person that believes everything else that other people have to believe? I feel pressured to create content, to keep a status that somehow has been given to me, and before it was just for like I'm doing it for fun, and now sometimes I feel the pressure to like not let it slip through my fingers. I feel pressured to do well in school and get my license and make something out of myself. I feel pressured to have an actual career versus just doing what I want for the rest of my life because it's an endless rat race. Yeah, I guess that's most of all the things I feel pressured to be. So.
Oh my God. Go outside and never go in the house. Like, literally never stay in the house and enjoy every spare moment. No. Okay, that, yes. But also, a year ago, I was the biggest stress case. I had so much on my plate. It was so overwhelming. I was having mental breakdowns like every month, and it was so negative, like so toxic on myself. And so if I could say anything to myself back then, it would be that working your butt off all the time is not worth never being with your family, is not worth having mental breakdowns. Like, just get rid of one of those 6 jobs. Like, one of them. Get rid of it and don't feel stressed about it. Like, money is not worth it.
I guess the advice I'd give myself a year ago would be meet up with those people that want to go skating, that you're like so anxious and scared about meeting people and strangers for the first time. Like, go to those park meetups, go to those random rollouts where you don't know anyone. I think I definitely took a lot of that for granted, not knowing that I was going to be locked in and terrified of people and groups for a whole year. And I think before it was just anxieties here and there, but I could push through. And now I literally can't hang out with people. And a year ago, I would have just told myself, like, literally just do it. Just push through. Make as many friends as possible. And don't be afraid of trying new things. Because for a year, you won't be able to try anything new.
In a few years from now, I hope to have a house. I would love to own a house. I think that's like my biggest dream. I hope to be creating something that is giving value to the skate community. I want to be constantly finding ways that I can, I don't know, like bring the community together, and whether that's through rollouts or through these videos or through, giving things away. I don't know what it looks like, but I want to be not only someone who is demonstrating of what the community stands for, but also I want to be a role model, like someone that shows people like, hey, if you're fat or if you are queer or if you feel awkward or if you're weird, like there's a place for you here.
A few years from now, I'll probably be living in outer space. A few years from now, I hope that my skate journey has been leveled up a little bit, that my endurance that was here pre-COVID is back and tripled to even better. I might in 3 years be like even back in Derby because sometimes I miss it. And I just hope that I've created more substantial things for the skate community that they can use that will keep making sure that the skate community is looking out for marginalized bodies and that everyone feels welcome in the skate community. I don't just want to be the representation. I hope that like I'm actually actively going and speaking to people and like encouraging them to love themselves and believe in body positivity in and out of skating. And that I don't know, I just hope that my platform, if it grows, that I'm able to reach out to more people and just spread the joy that I feel.
The skate community is amazing, and I love the skate community, and we've grown so much in this past year. And while I think that that's really amazing, I think that there are a lot of other things that go with that, a lot of growing pains. And I feel like within the skate community, there's a lot of misinformation that circulates, especially now that everyone just sees each other online. And I really struggle with that, especially when, you know, what's circulating is misinformation that questions me or questions Shove. And I guess that's like part of being a figure within the skate community, but I don't know. I think that once we're able to all get back together face to face and go skating together, I think that there will be a lot more unification underneath our values, and I really look forward to that.
The skate community is wiggity whack, yo. Just kidding. The skate community is a blossoming, huge force to be reckoned with. The skate community is unforgiving and loving, and it has this grit like no other. Like, we kind of have this mass belief on like, this is what we stand for and this is what we don't, and if you go against the grain, we will tear you down because we want to be good. But with that being said, I think sometimes with COVID and everyone only knowing each other through internet, that the skate community can be a little too quick to judge, and I've seen too much misinformation out there. I don't know, the skate community is crazy like right now. It's just gonna be so big, and when the world opens up, we'll all be unified and get to meet people from behind these little black screens in our hands, and it'll be great. But I just think it's so hard because now the community is so huge and they don't know skate park rules. They don't know like about rollouts. They don't know these amazing things. They don't know how to learn from each other and challenge each other versus just watching queergirlstraightskates or another YouTuber and learning how to do things. And that works to an extent. But the skate community is just like, they don't know. They don't really know how great this community is right now. And so it's going to be interesting to see with the fact that it's like doubled or tripled where it's going. But for now, I feel pretty good about the skate community. I feel hopeful about it.
Next year, I hope to do a bunch more cool roller skate park tricks. Right now, I definitely feel like I've kind of been a little stagnant in my skate park journey, and I know part of that is because I haven't been going to the skate park because I'm trying to be safe as possible. But also, I think I play it safe, and next year I'm looking to not play it safe anymore. And I'm hoping that I can get people to come and teach me things, and then also to teach all of you things too.
In the next year, when it comes to skating, I really hope that I get to travel with my skates. And I don't just mean like go to San Diego and hang out or go up north. Like, I want to travel. I want to go to major cities when COVID's over. I want to go to other countries. I've been out of the country once, so I think it would be so cool to host body posi rollouts in different major cities and like meet all these amazing people that follow me that are always like, come out and skate with us. I want to do that, and I want to help out at skate camp, at Moxie Skate Camp, and I just really, it's not really about like tricks and my skate abilities that I want to grow. I want to grow the community and give back to it. I want to help unify it. And that's what I want to do with skating next year.
The YouTube analytics app.
Instagram, duh.
Depression. God, I really struggle with feeling like everything is meaningless.
My mental state.
I think that whatever you're doing right now, you're doing great. And I really hope that you are not focusing on things that don't matter and that you're really focusing on making moves and doing things that will fulfill you creatively and will help other people around you. Also, are you engaged yet? And I hope that you are making sure to prioritize your mental health and your family above anything else.
I hope that therapy helped you not necessarily be happy, but learn how to survive and to at least go through the day and be like, this is good.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Queer Girl Straight Skates. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to support me further, you can buy things off of my Etsy, or you can become a Patreon. And if you want to support Shove further, you can.
I also have a Patreon. I have an Etsy, and my shop is now opened. It's fatfemmefatale.com. So if you want to support me, I also have t-shirts, sweatshirts, and a coffee mug up there because I'm growing. Thanks, babe, for making me tear up during this interview. Comment below if you want me to be forced to be in front of the camera more this year.
Yeah, because I would love to make that happen. All right, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I can't wait to see what our answers are next year.
Oh my god, babe, what if we're not together next year?
Then it'll be that's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
No. All right, thanks so much for watching. We love you.
Love y'all.
And most importantly,
cheers to the queer.
Yeah, I forgot to say it. That's okay.
My kisses have that effect.
I love you, babe.
Love you.